Hello everyone, welcome back to our review time. There is always love everywhere, but exploration cannot stop. Compared with the Explorer first generation, the Explorer second generation is a big change. I would like to call it the all-steel version of GMT Master. In terms of appearance alone, it may not be as fashionable as GMT Master, nor as popular as Submariner. But I think this white dial Explorer second generation is quite attractive and impressive, gives a clear and refined feeling. It can be regarded as a delicate and charming watch. So today, we bring you this new version Explorer second generation 226570 from C+. As early as last year, C+ announced that they would launch this model, but it has not been released until the second half of this year. It has been too long. At first glance, the overall feeling is still very good. The bezel, case, and strap are all made of 904 steel. The overall polish is very good, and there is nothing wrong with it. The brushed pattern on the bezel is very clear, and the effect is similar to Gem. The font color is dark enough, but not as full as Gem. If you look carefully, it lacks that raised three-dimensional feeling. Fortunately, it's not a big problem. There is a very subtle difference. The crystal's transparency is excellent, and the cross-section transition is great. The edges are clear chamfered and feels particularly smooth. The gloss pure white dial has an extremely smooth surface and a tile-like visual effect. It feels very comfortable, and there is almost no color difference. I need to explain to you here that except for the GMT hand, the markers and hands of the new Explorer second generation are all matte, while the older version 216570 is made of high-gloss material. The matte effect of C+ is very good, and the graininess of the luminous feeling is also very obvious. The orange GMT hand is the punchline of the dial. It is consistent with the color tone of the Explorer 2 on the dial. Let's take a closer look. C+ adopts a unified color tone, and there is no difference between them. Compared with the color of Gem, although it cannot be said to be completely same, it is infinitely close. Look at the mimeograph fonts. There are no flaws to the naked eye. C+ controlled very good. They are regular and full. The calendar window at 3 o'clock has the same magnification effect of Gem, and with blue light coating. There was clean before, referred to as C Factory, and then there was C+. On the GMT Master, C+ could compete with C Factory last year, which is enough to show that its details and workmanship are already at the level of big factories. And the dial details of this Explorer second generation are indeed outstanding. In terms of size, almost it is only 42 mm in diameter. It's visually much larger than the 40 mm Submariner and Daytona, and it will appear larger with the blessing of the white dial. Let's measure it with a caliper. The diameter is 42 mm, and the thickness is 12.5 mm, which is exactly the same as Gem. There is no weight difference between the steel models. Gem is about 160 grams. Let's weigh C+. The weight is around 161 grams. For the clasp, the sharp corners are all rounded and chamfered. These are basic details polishing of the clasp. The internal engraving is very clear, and some friends may have questions. How can we define the clarity without comparing it with Gem? I think that without tearing off the surface protective film, we can easily see all the engravings with the naked eye. Then, it meets the standard. There are no details to comment on the case back. Anyway, they are all the same, and there is nothing good or bad about them. As long as the edge height is normal and there are no obvious gaps, there is no problem. The movement is also an old phase. VR3285 movement is stable and reliable, and the setting method are consistent with Gem. Unscrew the crown, sets the hour hand independently in the first position. The calendar can be set by fast moving the hour hand. It can also be set in reverse. Set the time in the second position. The GMT hand will move along with it. The hour hand rotates 2 circles, and the GMT hand will rotate 1 circle. The calendar is instant jump. It will jump around 12 o'clock. Okay, the jump is completed. Generally speaking, the C+ Explorer second generation is worth buying. Stainless steel model with high similarity appearance and without color difference. The size data is consistent with Gem. Solid case back and clone movement. It has all these required aspects. So it can be called a top-notch, high-quality replica watch. As one of Rolex's entry-level series, the price of Gen Explorer 2nd generation is not very high. It is very suitable to be worn as a commute watch. At the same time, it is another versatile watch with a sporty feel and elegance. It is especially suitable for men under the age of 40. As for the black dial, it is more suitable for elder. Well, that's all for today's video review. Thank you for watching and see you next time.